Hi everybody, it's the Body Bag, and I'm back, and I'm here to talk about a few things. The first thing I'm going to talk about is Dillashaw, who's going after Henry's 125 belt coming up next Saturday. This should be interesting. The reason I say that is there's a lot of buzz out there that Dillashaw is looking very anemic to make this weight cut of 125. So I guess we'll see how that goes during the weigh-ins. I'm sure he'll make weight. What I'm interested in is when he goes to the second weigh-in, what I call the fake weigh-ins. He'll have many hours of hydration going on, and I always like to look at that weigh-in, and I like to see if they look gaunt. I just want to see what their body looks like from the weight cut. I like to look into their eyes and see how everything's going. That tells a lot on how that weight cut went. So if my prediction is if the weight cut goes well for Dillashaw and he can recuperate for that fight after the weigh-ins, I believe that Dillashaw is going to be too fast on his hands and feet. I believe that his fighting IQ is a couple notches higher than Henry. I believe his takedown defense is going to help him out a lot. I mean, Henry may get him down. Henry may have to get him up against the cage, do a double leg, something like that, and try to pull him down, bring him down. But at the end of the day, if the weight cut goes well for Dillashaw, he's going to be like a buzzsaw, and I think he's just going to be too much for Henry. I know Mighty Mouse, obviously he's fast and quick, but it's a different ball game with Dillashaw. Dillashaw, I believe, would have just smoked Mighty Mouse, who I love Mighty Mouse. He's one of the greatest ever. But I think Dillashaw is just too much, too strong, too much for anybody in a 125 weight division, even though when they both walk in the ring, they're not even going to be close to 125. So we'll see how that goes. Next Saturday, we'll talk about it after the fight and see how it all shakes out. So that's Fight Night 143, Saturday the 19th. The next thing I want to jump to is when are we going to have the interim champs fight the champs? I know either Dana can't set these fights up for money reasons, and maybe one party is just being a jerk and not, working with the UFC to get these fights going. But I mean, why is Tyrone fighting somebody else besides Kobe? I mean, Kobe has a big mouth. You either love him or you hate him, but at the end of the day, he has that interim belt. Tyrone, who fights once a year, I don't know. I mean, I forget when he fights because he doesn't fight. Dana keeps saying I give him all kinds of opportunities, and he just comes up with excuse after excuse. So, anyways, let's just consolidate the belt and move on here. The other one is Khabib. I mean, Tony Ferguson and Khabib should be fighting on one of the cards in the next 3 months, 4 months. Let's just get this done. I mean, Tony Ferguson just keeps winning. He wins, he wins, he wins. He's had some bad luck. He tripped on the Fox studio, so that fight washed out with Khabib. Khabib didn't make weight. But that's all in the past. They're both healthy. Let's get them together and let's let them fight. And Tony Ferguson, I believe, mentally is at a place nobody else is at in the UFC. And I just feel that his mental toughness will overcome any fighter at 155 or 170. He is a physical freak. His mind is as strong as a diamond trying to cut. Khabib should have never fought McGregor. It was a money fight. We all know that. And we all knew McGregor was going to get his ass kicked. He hasn't fought in 2 years. Khabib was active. And we know, Mendez, Diaz, they all took McGregor down. You don't think the best in the game can't take him down? Sooner or later, and he even said, I'm going to shoot, I'm going to shoot, I'm going to shoot, I'm going to shoot, and I'm going to get him. And he did. So let's just clean that division up. Let's have Tony fight Khabib. Tony will kick his ass. And then let's have Tony fight McGregor. And let's have Tony submit him and either pop a knee or an arm or a shoulder. And let's just get McGregor out of the game. Because you know what? He's old news. The bottom line is he was one of these people that were able to shrink to 145 when he should have been in 155. And he was able to recuperate. But once they changed the IV kits that they were all, on after, their weigh-in, everybody had to move up, because of the juice that was in there. And now, he moves up to, 155. Khabib kicks his ass. He goes to 170. Diaz kicked his ass twice. I mean, if in the second fight, if there were 60 more seconds left, he would have had McGregor out. So, I mean, McGregor's old news. He has the money. He should just walk away. I mean, there's just too many guys out there that can kick his ass now. His game's up. It's done. Toast. And, Khabib just keeps winning. And I just don't see the love from Dana White. I mean, come on, Dana. Let's make this happen. I mean, are you losing your edge? I mean, or is the game passing you on now? I mean, you're the pioneer, but hey, maybe you need to retire because you're not making these fights happen. And it's your job to make them happen because the fans are the one putting out the money and making your machine run. So let's get Tyrone and Kobe. Let's get Khabib. And let's get those fights going. And let's just have a great 2019 and move forward on consolidating these belts. All right? Do something, okay, Dana? Anyways, this is the Body Bag, and I'm out.